Chris Bolles, the founding father and head coach of the Fiji Redskins. Despite early struggles, he has now led these Redskins to 3 Retro Bowl titles in 5 years. And as we enter the 2033 season, these Redskins come in as the defending 2-time-in-a-row Retro Bowl champions. And it's time to see in this documentary of their 2033 season if Chris Bolles can lead his team to get the second ever three-peat following the Chiefs doing it in the 2024 season. Welcome to Retro Bowl 68. It is me, Christian Bolles, here with, of course, McGovern Tuvern.
Hey!
And we have the 14-3 Redskins representing the NFC, taking on the 14-3 Indianapolis Colts representing the AFC. Here we go. Colts looking for their first in over 20 years, and the Redskins are looking for back-to-back Retro Bowls. And this would be their third in 5 years. They've appeared now in 4 and 5 years. And there's a 3-yard run to start out from Alvin Kamara. Jake now. Looking, he will throw one to Crapson Jr., who is able to weave through a bunch of guys for 13 yards.
I love what this team is able to do, and as you said, yeah, they've been incredible. If they win this thing, they could be called a dynasty, because they've been to 4 and 5 years now. And talk about dynasty, because there's Crapson Jr., who just evaded maybe 6 players. That is an insane touchdown with the celebration to open up this Retro Bowl. Incredible play there.
Now Jasper McKean's the All-Pro kicker, getting a bomb one throw. 7-0, very good start for the Redskins. Now the quarterback of the Colts throws it. Indianapolis in their own half. Passing play, incomplete. And they will punt. 7-0, Redskins at the ball back. Let's see what they can do with this second possession.
Yep, and again, a Retro Bowl this year would cement them as a dynasty, 3 and 5 years.
4th appearance, too. And there's a gain of none from the rookie Alvin Kamara. Now, Jake, let's see what he can do. It's short. Looking for McKnight. It's short and intercepted. Colts are in very good territory after the Redskins turnover. Let's see. Throwing the ball. They're already down there. Indianapolis in the red zone. They throw the ball. And it is a touchdown caught by Marvin Mims. Scored. And here we go. 7-7. Nearing the end of the first quarter.
Can we just talk about that horrendous voice crack that you had there, Christian?
Yeah, that was bad. Okay. And a solid return by Crapson Jr. to put him nearly at the 35. And here we go. Jake, under pressure, going to roll out, and now we'll take it and get 6 yards. Jake is already going to be a future Hall of Famer. He has 2 2 Retro Bowls, and he has 3 MVPs as well. He probably won't win it this year because, he hasn't been too good, but it's fine.
Yeah, it is, because he's still been really good, but for his previous seasons, not as much.
And there's Preston McKnight, who might be the first ever tight end MVP. Really good play there. And there's another one out to McKnight. He will score. Touchdown. Now McKean's 14-7. Indianapolis deep in their own half. The quarterback throws it. This will be complete. And Indianapolis now going for the pass. Incomplete. And the punt fest continues for them.
Yeah, and the only reason they have points is because of that Redskins turnover. They really weren't doing too good.
No, not at all. And McKnight has a chance to be the second ever tight end MVP because Alfonso Roulette, the former Dart, actually did win one. Former Redskin. Incomplete. Now a 3rd down. Let's see what they're able to do. Throwing one out and it is complete. Adrian Peterson. What a gain. Looking for some points at the half. Jake under pressure gets sacked and they will have to use a timeout. They only got 1 left. Jake, where's he going to go? He will complete to McKnight, and that will be the final timeout. Maybe an out route here. Maybe get a long field goal, which I'm sure McKean's could boot. And they are going to get out. No, they aren't. A rookie mistake from Alvin Kamara.
Sideway out the half.
It is. And we enter the second half now. Redskins lead 14-7. Seeing if they can really start a dynasty, or maybe the Colts can come back. Passing play, and it's incomplete. Yeah, their offense has not been there at all.
No, it hasn't.
And a short return. The Redskins have possession. Let's see what they're able to do to open up this half. The final half of the season. 8-yard gain. Now what? Jake, incomplete. Third down. Jake going deep. He's got Adrian Peterson. What a gain inside the 30. And now downed by 2 men. They are nearing the red zone. Here's a run from Alvin Kamara, who has not been the best today.
Yeah, he must have nerves. I mean, he is in his rookie season and everything.
Yeah. Now Jake, he's able to get out of that. Good move there, and it's a 6-yard scramble yet again for the guy. 3rd and 3. Jake looking for a bomb, and he will bomb one. Oh, it is perfectly placed. Preston McKnight, 2nd touchdown of the day. His possible 2nd ever tight end MVP season is maybe even going to be a Retro Bowl MVP. And in 21-7.
Starting to look like a bit like a blowout.
Definitely. They're deep in their own half, and they run the ball. Solid 1st down. Ending in the 3rd quarter, our final quarter of this Retro Bowl season. And Pye Bryce, the rookie, missing the tackle. Indianapolis in their own half. Oh, Bueller was too slow now. They're on the 18. They throw the ball. And, Bueller wasn't strong enough. What a touchdown. Wow. It is 14-21. Not going for the onside, but any points here could pretty much just get this thing over with.
Yep.
And Crabson Jr., great return for the All-Pro returner this year.
He also has a receiving touchdown.
He does. Kamara, no gain. Well, maybe 1 yard, but it's been a struggle for him. Jake going deep. He is looking for McKnight, but it's ended up being caught by Peterson, and they are in Colts territory. Now we're on here, and it's a loss of 3 from Kamara. Not good. Crabson Jr., nice gain of 5. Now, 3rd and 7, they're just going to run this thing up the middle. And, solid gain from Kamara. And this will be a pretty manageable field goal from the All-Pro Jasper McKeens. This to ice away the Retro Bowl. And it is good. It is looking as if the Redskins are going to be the champions and cement themselves as a dynasty. Hail Mary throw. It's over. Your Redskins have won now 3 Retro Bowls in the last 5 years, and they're only 3 of their franchise. Chris Bolles has been an incredible coach for them, and this team is incredible. Truly. Wow. And Preston McKnight will take home the Retro Bowl MVP. That is the season, folks. Redskins win it, and they are champions for the 2nd year straight. We'll see you next season. Coming off the repeat Retro Bowl titles, the Redskins had a lot of work to do with their free agents. First is defending MVP and Retro Bowl MVP Preston McKnight, an elite veteran tight end who has been there since the beginning. And Adrian Peterson, a wide receiver who has also been there since the founding of the Redskins franchise. Vic Pearson at the line, Doggone Red Sultan on the D-line, and the young and elite Pye Bryce, and of course, the league's best kicker in Jasper McKeens, all of which the team wants to keep, but they must have to get rid of 1 or 2 to keep cap space. And for round 2, pick 32, the Redskins select Logan Tunsil, offensive line, Oklahoma. And here is the official Redskins roster going into the 2033 season. Quarterback, 3-time MVP, and 3-time Retro Bowl winner, Q Jake O, or referred to as Jake, as he is from Fiji and has an incredibly long first name and last name, so most refer to him as Jake. He has been elite ever since, and he's still on the team. And also, former rookie and 2nd-year player now, Alvin Kamara, coming off a pretty lackluster playoff performance, but a very good rookie season. And of course, veteran Preston McKnight was re-signed, along with Adrian Peterson, who also was re-signed. And one of their 2 rookies this season, and the only actually drafted player, Logan Tunsil. Crabson Jr., the team's former receiver, who was supposed to be on the team this season for another year, was expressing wants and just was desiring to be traded. And they traded him away for a 2nd-round pick, which is what they got for Logan Tunsil, as the team actually had no 1st or 2nd-round picks. So Crabson is sadly no longer on the team. And veteran defensive lineman Doggone Rettleton and Marcus Bueller returned to the team, both now with 3 rings. And Pye Bryce, going into his 3rd season in the league, is very elite, and in his first 2 seasons, both got rings. Jasper McKeens was re-signed as well and is going to continue to be elite. But there is a big free agency pickup. And that is backup quarterback Alfonso Roulette. Roulette played tight end with the Redskins since their beginning as a franchise, and ended up getting a ring and also winning an MVP, becoming the first ever tight end, and now one of two, to ever win MVP. And he was elite throughout his entire career. And he was a gadget player. He also played some defense. He was the return man. He also played some snaps at quarterback. And after being let go by the Darts, he played tight end on a couple different teams, including the Saints and the Chiefs. But then, after a year off, he converted to quarterback, and they decided to pick him up just for some depth, as Jake was their only quarterback on the roster. Despite not being a very good quarterback, he returns to his former Redskins, despite being at a different position. Welcome to Retro Bowl Kickoff. We have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Fiji Redskins in our season opener here on Thursday night. To me, Chris Bolles, McGovern Tavern. And to start it out, the Eagles would get a field goal. And now returning is Donovan Jacobs, the rookie returner. Let's see what he's able to do.
He doesn't kneel. He's going to take it out.
Yep, and here on Thursday night, defending 2 times in a row, Redskins, they are here, looking to start out the entire season from everybody with a win. And Alvin Kamara with the rush. And you might see Jake is not at quarterback today. Former Dart tight end and now at quarterback, Alphonso Roulette is in place for Jake today, as Jake was battling a shoulder injury. He's missing today. And look at that, Alphonso Roulette goes down, and a pretty horrid beginning for this team. Roulette doesn't know what to do, and horrible toss and throw away to the side. The Redskins punt, and it's not looking too good for them at the moment.
Yeah, they are favored in this one, but, at the end of the day, man, with no Jake there, this team always does struggle to get going at the beginning of the season. I could see them losing this here on Thursday Night Football to open up the season. And Roulette, horrible throw straight to the defense. Thankfully, someone is able to get the defender down, and they just turned it over. And now a touchdown, missing the tackle, 10-0 to begin our season in the first quarter of the new season. The defending 2-time in a row champions down 10-0. Now with another return from Donovan, and yeah, the rookie not looking too good. He's yet to make it even to the 25. He should have just fair caught it, but it just saved him some time.
Alvin Kamara, pretty much nothing, maybe a yard or two. Alvin Kamara again, just a yard. This team really struggling here out of the gate. So excited for the new season, though. Are we going to get the second ever three-peat from these Redskins? We don't know, but it's not looking good right now. And another punt. Alphonso Roulette, of course, without Jake at the helm. This team is really struggling to get going. Will they be able to get a first down? Oh, my goodness. Horrible toss there. Intercepted. And now 59-yard field from the Eagles. They're up 13-0. Not even at the break yet. Redskins need to get some point, and there is a Donovan fair catch. Touchback. And now a 9-yard catch from the reigning MVP, Preston McKnight, the second ever tight end MVP, who was the first, Alphonso Roulette, your quarterback throwing the passes, as he converted after a year off.
And it's good they picked him up, or else they literally wouldn't have any quarterback playing, but at the same time, you kind of have a tight end playing a quarterback.
Yeah, he's not much of an improvement. He's been awful thus far today, but he's an MVP for this team, so just playing in a different position. And also, he's way past his prime. He gets sacked, the 35-year-old Roulette. He is marked as a rookie, though, because it's his first season at the position. And look at this. Adrian Peterson, who rightfully so gets out of bounds. So this team is a shot with the field goal. Jasper McKeens, league's best kicker, 4-time All-Pro. He drills it through so that the defending teams do not get shut out by the end of the first half. Let's go. Thursday Night Football, second half. Chris Bolles, McGovern Tavern.
Yep. Alright, returning out.
We'll be able to get to the 25?
Probably not.
Nice stiff arm, but a 13-yard return.
That's pretty bad.
That is very bad. Okay, but look at this. Nice throw out. Adrian Peterson. Let's see what he can do inside the 40. The elite future Hall of Fame receiver. Trying to make a man miss, and he's out of bounds. 65-yard gain. And all of a sudden, the momentum was going their way with the field goal at the end of that in that play, but minus 3 yards from Alvin Kamara. And then they gain it up, so now it's going to be a 3rd and 10. Looking, Roulette, gonna take it himself. He does have some strength and speed because he's a former tight end, but that was a bad run. Another going for it on 4th down. Can the repeat champions do anything? Yes, they can. Reigning MVP Preston McKnight. Solid touchdown, and after being down 13-0, being absolutely dominated, Alphonso Roulette's kind of breaking into his stride, and it's only a 3-point game. Now, a punt from Philadelphia.
I'm liking what the Eagles are doing. I mean, they're playing a really strong team, but I have to give it a bit of an asterisk because, one, the Redskins have never been the strongest team to start the season, but also, there's no Jake.
Yeah, along with the fact that Crapson Jr. and Vic Pearson haven't been on the team in quite a while.
They really haven't.
And let's see. The throw. Oh, it is horrible. Roulette. A third interception on the third down to close out the third quarter.
A lot of threes, and with this touchdown in from the Eagles, 10-point game, and I think it might be over now.
It might be over here on prime time. Season opener. And again, quite a few people, because of the slow starts and no Jake, expected the Eagles to win this thing, but they were still underdogs.
Yeah, and of course the Redskins also at home in the open-air stadium when it was almost always raining. Today was not one of those days.
There's a good gain. Alvin Kamara breaking in, 16-yard gain.
This team must have to score next.
Roulette going deep, and he has got Peterson. Roulette now. Where can he go? He's going looking for Alvin Kamara, and it is overthrown.
Lack of his actual quarterback experience is showing.
And now Roulette got a throw on it. It's a beauty to Alvin Kamara. 14-yard gain, first down. Under 50 seconds to go now. Roulette, where can he go? He has got McKnight, the reigning MVP. 23-yard gain inside the 10, first and goal. Now Roulette, where does he want to go? Where does he want to go? He throws, and it is a touchdown. Preston McKnight, what an opening day from him. And the extra point is good. Now they have to do an onside kick, and they do not recover. And it is over. Week 1 is done. Opening week Thursday Night Football. Redskins 0-1.
Welcome to our 1 o'clock slot for week 2 here in the Retro Bowl. We have defending champions 0-1 Redskins taking on 0-1 New Orleans Saints, two of the most highly anticipated teams this season that have not had good starts to their seasons, but there's an elite drive there from the Saints. So let's see. And returning is again the rookie. He did not have a very good opening season, but he gets his first ever returning past the 25, so good for him. Now a handoff, Alvin Kamara. Loss of 2. Horrible start. And again, this is Jake's opening game for the season, and hopefully this team is going to be a lot better, but they're playing the league's best defenses in the Saints. Just a very injury-prone one, but they made it to the Retro Bowl just a couple seasons ago. Jake in a takeoff, his first run on the season. Pretty good one. He's very mobile and athletic. Jake, where's he going to go? He's going to throw, and it's caught Adrian Peterson making a bunch of men move, and there's so much more swagger and just overall eliteness of this offense ever since Jake has taken over, as Alfonso Roulette is no longer out there. The former tight end, but he was an elite tight end, but of course, Jake, future Hall of Famers, 3 rings, 3 MVPs. What else can you ask for? Even though last season he was not very good. I'll give you that. Jake, and he gets sacked. Rookie Tunsil cannot hold up the line, missing Vic Pearson, which is a big loss. Him and Crapson Jr. Those are the issues. But a 14-yard gain and catch from Alvin Kamara, the elite receiving back, second-year player. Now going deep. Oh, McKnight, what a catch, and he dives, but he is just short. Now Alvin Kamara gonna run one in, and he dives for the touchdown. This team did not score a touchdown in the first half of last week's game on their Thursday night opener. Here on Sunday, out of primetime, they look better on offense, but now they trail by 3 with the kick from New Orleans. Now Neal, the rookie. Alvin Kamara, what can he do? Solid 6-yard run. It's very obvious that, again, Jake is bringing so much swagger to this offense in his season debut, but also, like, this New Orleans defense has looked quite good. And they're going to take a timeout with 18 seconds to go. Jake runs, pick up a first down, and this team has to get into field goal range quick to possibly tie it up. And Kamara, I think he might have got to the 50. And they settle to go for another play, and Jake throws that one out of bounds right before getting hit. So now Jasper McKeans to tie the all-time record 66-yard field goal. McKeans gets it. What an elite kicker, the 4-time All-Pro. We enter the second half. Jake's season debut, the defending champion Darts taking on the elite, absolutely incredible Saints. Battle to see which team is going to prove that they're not a disappointment this season in Jake's return. 10-10. Horrible return there. And now Jake, another run, and he, wow, made a man miss. 6 yards. And where he's going to go nearly gets hit. The protection has been awful since Pearson left in the offseason, but it's a 13-yard gain. It really has. Like, I haven't seen much anything good from this team. I get that Tunsil's young and everything, but Vic Pearson, tagged for their Hall of Fame. I mean, he's been incredible. For this young franchise, they have 5 Hall of Famers. Pearson was added to it. And Alfonso Roulette was one, but not as his quarterback days, obviously. He still is on the roster, but as a tight end, he's a Hall of Fame. The first ever tight end MVP. Now, 4th down attempt. So this team can do. Jake calling a ton of audibles. He's brought the team swagger. Instead, they decided to punt. Try to get him with the hard count there. It does not work. Jake goes down. Sacked again. Protection has been really bad. Now Jake, and he almost gets sacked again. Jake, where can he go? And he just bullets it out of there. 4th and 16. They will have to punt. The offense has been dead this half, and quite frankly, the entire season. New Orleans with the mid-range field goal. Now they lead by 3. Let's see what Jake can do. And they're running it out, but he then made the good choice to bring it to a touchback. Alvin Kamara has been held in check today, gain of 6. Sorry, 5. Now there's a 2-yard pass and caught by McKnight. They need to get this 3rd down bad. And they will. Adrian Peterson, what a catch, weaving through guys. Jake, gonna run it again. He has been pretty good for this team, but they've been dormant this second half. No turnovers, though, and solid 7-yard gain. Jake has been really mistake-free. And there's a 9-yard gain. A good catch by Peterson. Jake looking to go deep, and then he will toss that one away. Gets hit again. Tunsil without Pearson. The protection has been horrid. And now an Alvin Kamara fumble, and that is going to do it. The defending champions go to 0-2 as these highly anticipated Saints, they move to 2-0. And Marcus Bueller, the elite defensive lineman, is out for 2 weeks. The defending champion Redskins, 0-2. Welcome back to Retro Bowl, and it is week 3, and for a 1 o'clock slot today, we have the Redskins at 0-2, despite being the defending champions, taking on the 1-1 Denver Broncos, wearing our alternate uniforms today in the open-air stadium where it is always raining. In an elite drive there to go to 7-0 for the Broncos, and these Redskins, they cannot go 0-3. They would be done for the year with the elite Saints team, which is injury prone, but still. And Jake's second game now, his first one was very mid, but he was not having any turnovers, which is good. Now it's a 3rd and long. Jake, a lot of audibles. Where's he going to go? He will throw one, and it is caught. Nice catch from Adrian Peterson. Again, this offense has been so dormant all season despite Jake's debut last week, but now they're inside the 30. Nearing the red zone here. Jake going downfield, and it is an incredible catch from Preston McKnight. Touchdown, Redskins. In their opener stadium. And Jasper McKinnon's going to tie this thing up 7-7. Now a drive. Throw over the middle, incomplete, and that will be a punt to close out the first quarter from the Broncos. And a good return. And now let's see what Jake can do with his team. An audible, as he loves to call. Jake looking, where's he going to go? It is thrown, really good throw, but incomplete. Rare to see the future Hall of Famer Peterson drop that. And 2-yard gain from Alvin Kamara. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 8. Very long situation here. Jake, where's he going to go? He gets sacked. Protection with Tunsil and no Vic Pearson this season has been bad. Thankfully, the defense, despite missing Marcus Bueller, and he will be missed next week as well, they've been very good today. Now Jake, where's he going to go? Looking deep for McKnight, and just going to sail that one out of there. 4th and 9, they punt. Low scoring thing here, and now maybe have a chance to get a long Jasper McKean's field goal, as we know he's very elite with those. Nearing the 20-second warning here. Jake, beautiful bomb. Peterson, what a catch. Now Jake. Lunging out, and incomplete for Peterson. And now a long Jasper McKean's field goal, and he, in the wind, still knocks it through. What an elite player. Entering the second half, the Redskins lead 10-7, holding their first ever first half lead this season. Up by 3, chance to make it a 2-possession game. Pye Bryce, who replaced the rookie returner due to obvious reasons. Very good return. Past the 30, and it was a solid game from Alvin Kamara. Audible from Jake. He's been very loving of those ever since. And oh my goodness, what a beauty from Jake, and an amazing catch from Alvin Kamara. Jumping up there, catching it. Jake, bombing one. He will throw incomplete to Peterson, who kind of stole that from Alvin Kamara, but it doesn't matter because they are nearing red zone yet again. Jake, under pressure, gets hit, has to get it out of there. Protection has been awful. And now a 2-yard gain from Alvin Kamara. This is going to be a long third down. Jake, what's he going to do? Throwing one out, and it is caught by No Name. Nice catch, and 15-yard gain from No Name. Now Jake looking, he will run it himself. Kamara was kind of open, but you always got to trust Jake, and his athleticism brings him a 7-yard rush. Now a handoff. Alvin Kamara diving. Just short. Refs are going to mark him short. 3rd and goal. Handoff. Alvin Kamara. Easy touchdown. 2-possession lead from the Redskins that are defending repeat champions. Still looking for the first one on the season. Injuries from Jake and Marcus Buehler have been a struggle, but you know what? They're looking good today. And oh, there's an interception right before the end of the quarter, and now they have a chance to make this thing a blowout, and a sudden assertion of dominance here. And yeah, doing really good here. Jake deciding what to do. He's going to hand it off, and maybe not the best of decisions. Alvin Kamara always been struggling with yards per carry, but every once in a while he's a big elite rushing play, and he's incredible receiving back. And horrible pass protection. Just a handoff here. Alvin Kamara, and here are the big plays. Oh my goodness, he almost picked that up. I have a feeling Chris Bolles is going to call this. No, he's actually not. Jasper McKeen's kick, always good. His aim is true. 20-7. Broncos, and it's a fumble. The defense, despite missing Marcus Buehler, has been elite. Alvin Kamara, oh my goodness. There's that breakaway play that we talk about. And he's down. I mean, what a run there. And this team, really good here in the second half. And Redskins, they are going to win this thing. And you might start to think, they might start hitting their stride. But horrible way to end off the game with the interception. Jake's first on the year. But at the end of the day here, in our 1 o'clock slot, Redskins get their first win on the season. Chris Bolles has also just won his 100th game as a coach. Welcome back to Retro Bowl for Week 4, our 1 o'clock slot. Yet again, we have a divisional game. The 0-3 Falcons taking on our reigning champions, 1-2 Redskins. And returning this is Pi Bryce. Again, last week he did replace the rookie returner, and he's looked pretty solid as a returner, Pi Bryce. And yeah, he gets past the 30, so these two teams have a combined 1 win, yet we know that the Redskins are elite, and they seem to be hitting their midseason stride now. 4-yard gain from Adrian Peterson. Jake with a nice little handoff there. And it'll be 2-yard completion to Alvin Kamara. Sorry, 2-yard handoff. And Kamara looking to get a first down, and he will. Good run, 9 yards. Will these Redskins get the second ever three-peat? We will see this season, and they are looking very good now with a credible blowout win last week, and Non-Name there with an 11-yard catch. A lot of audibles, the classic Jake move. What can he do under pressure as usual this season, but Adrian Peterson comes in clutch, the future Hall of Famer, with the first down. Jake looking to go deep. He, under pressure, gets hit, but completes to Adrian Peterson, as I feel like I've been saying, this is my 3rd straight game I've called this team for our 1 o'clock midday slots here on Sunday. 7-yard catch, Peterson. Now Jake looking where to go. He's going to complete to Peterson again, but a good tackle from Jermaine Jarvis. 3rd and 2. Jake can use the wheels. He is so athletic, so good. 8-yard gain. The 3-time MVP, 3-time Retro Bowl champion. Him and Chris Bolles have been hand-in-hand since the beginning of this Redskins franchise, and it's 0-all, ending off the first quarter. But there's a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, who already has been racking up a ton of rushing touchdowns, the same amount as he had all last season. 7-0. And that will be a good drive from the Falcons to tie this thing up. 7-7, driving down the field really quickly in only 3 plays. Let's see what Pi Bryce can do on the returning side of this. And it's a really good one. They did a really good job replacing the rookie Donovan. I mean, yeah, he's been really good. And Jake now going to send one deep. Oh, just out of reach from McKnight. It's rare to see those two not connecting. McKnight, the former Chief. And now it's 3rd and 10. Alvin Kamara. Oh, what a run. And he will convert the 3rd and 10. Alvin Kamara in his 2nd season in the league here. Honestly, last season he wasn't incredible, but this year he's been insane. And Jake, bullet throw, nearly getting hit. The rookie Logan Tunsil and missing 2 of their offensive linemen, including the future Hall of Famer Vic Pearson, has been a struggle for them this season. But Jake, ever since being missing in week 1, has brought new life to the offense. And that's a good play there. Inside the red zone, of course, Chris Bolles is going to call this. They're going for this. And it works. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown machine. Looks like they're going to have a lead going into the half. Divisional game. Let's see if the Falcons can tie it up. And they can. 14-all. Falcons looking for their first win on the season. And the Redskins looking to tie things up and get even again. Get to 500. Go to 2-2 after an 0-2 start. And it was really marked by injuries. Marcus Bueller was out, and also Jake, missed week 1. They had to start really a tight end at quarterback in Alfonso Roulette, who is a solid quarterback, but yeah, absolutely tight end. What are you going to do? He was the only other quarterback on the roster, so they just had to, use him. Adrian Peterson, amazing catch, 11 yards. They're in the 50 now. Can they regain the lead midway through the 3rd quarter here? Next week, the Stars team has an insane date against the undefeated Chiefs. And look at this, Preston McKnight, the former Chief. Oh my goodness, he stiff arms him in. How many people did he make miss? 7? The former reigning MVP and future Hall of Fame tight end is elite. I cannot believe him. He's one of my favorite guys. I have his jersey. I know I'm a Glazer. And with the punt now. Oh my gosh, that's the most excited I've ever been. Peterson now. This team is hitting their stride. So excited to see the Redskins now, and it's looking like they are going to get the 2-game win streak and go back up to .500. I cannot believe those 2 plays that just happened for this team on offense. 28-14. Atlanta running the ball right through the team, and that's going to be a touchdown, and they go for the onside kick. Redskins recover the ball, and 4 seconds left. It's a good win. They're just adding insult to injury. McKeans, why not? 31-21. Redskins back up to 500. Also, Marcus Bueller will be returning next week. Welcome back to Retro Bowl. It is another divisional game. We have the 2-2 Redskins taking on the still winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm calling now for a 4th straight game and a punt to begin for Tampa Bay. The 4th straight game, and this will be the last game in this streak of 1 o'clock slot games for the Redskins. And Jake gets hit, and it's a horrible way to begin the game. Oh, look at that. Jake gets hit due to his awful line this season, and despite having so much momentum, they might be looking forward to next week against the undefeated Chiefs. Horrible beginning, and the Buccaneers trying to get their first win on the season. Also trying to upset their most heated rival. It's 7-0 Buccaneers. Pie Rice now with this team. Oh my goodness. Buccaneers looking to surprise some people. Not only are the Redskins an elite team, but they have so much momentum at the moment. And it was a horrible return and also a pick 6. And Jake, last week he was really good, but overall is kind of yet to be an elite player. And he almost gets hit, as is the norm, but he completes to Adrian Peterson. And now this team starting to gain a bit more momentum now. And that's a solid touchdown. The extra point, Jasper McKeans, usual. Buccaneers. And a lot of incompetence there on the defense. 10-7. Buccaneers looking for the upset and their opening win on the season. They've still yet to win. The Redskins trail 10-7 and a bit of a surprising 2nd quarter score. And look at this, Pie Rice gets tackled by the kicker. What an elite returner he is, however. Jake, fresh off of that elite throw and also the interception. Gonna go downfield. He's got Preston McKnight, the reigning MVP. Can he take it all the way? Can he take it all the way? And McKnight dives for the touchdown. Nah. One of my favorite players. Sorry about that. I just love him. And then there was a fumble on the defense. Alvin Kamara now with a run. Solid gain of 4. He's been a touchdown machine this season. But it's clear after a lackluster and injury-prone first 2 weeks, this Redskins team is still here and they're still to stay. 4th down, and they're going for it. Chris Bolles with his elite coaching. I have a feeling they're going to get this, and they will. Easy touchdown, one of the best drawn-up plays we see. And now they're up and have scored 20 and a half for the first time this season. Hey, second half now, the Buccaneers were looking to start a divisional upset. They were up 10-7, now trailing by 11, and the Redskins also get the ball. Bryce, oh my goodness, making a man miss, but then shoestring tackled, barely. I'm telling you, if he wasn't shoestring tackled there, he probably would have taken that all the way. There was only the kicker yet to get him. Alvin Kamara's second straight run. After the run of one, what a play, and he broke a tackle. It's clear this Buccaneers team might have just been a bit of a mirage here at the beginning. The rivals going head-to-head here. It looks like the Redskins have another spot here in the red zone. 57-yard run from Alvin Kamara, who's looked incredible in his second career season. Now Jake, who nearing his 10th career season now, is elite, and he throws an elite touchdown to Adrian Peterson, and it is an official blowout now. It was 10-7 there, Buccaneers at the beginning. Not anymore. And there is a touchdown. Onside kick attempt, but the Redskins recover. 28-16. Defense hasn't been the best, but you know what? The offense, as usual, is elite. Now looking, Jake. He gets hit as he throws, and it is just out of reach. That was going to be a touchdown, too. They do pick up the first down. Alvin Kamara, 3-yard gain. Now Jake looking, and it is perfectly placed. Adrian Peterson, yet another touchdown with the celebration there. He says, "You stink," to Adrian Todd. And now a buzzer beater to end it off. And Bryce, injured. He'll be out for 2 weeks, but at the end of the day, that's a 3-game win streak for your Redskins.
Welcome back to Retro Bowl, and it is a primetime game. The Redskins at 3-2 on their 3-game winning streak are defending champions, taking on the 5-0 undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. These two teams are absolutely elite, and no wonder it is here on our Thursday night primetime. Let's get it. It's me, Christian Bolles, here with McGovern Tavern, your primetime people.
Yep, we are, and I'm so excited for this one. Both these teams are elite, and I get that one is a lot better of a record than the other one, but both these teams are, I argue, the same thing.
And there is a run of nothing from Alvin Kamara, who has been really good this season. He's been a touchdown machine. And yes, see, oh my goodness, the stiff arm and everything, 11-yard gain to pick up a first down. Jake, another handoff. Alvin Kamara, what a run there, and he will escape.
What a run!
Can he escape Pickett? No, he cannot. 28-yard gain. And this hot Redskins team taking on this even, better Chiefs team. I mean, some still argue that the Chiefs are frauds, but at the end of the day, they have a very old but still incredible 42-year-old pocket passer, Mahomes. And really, I mean, at the end of the day, I could see both of these teams going all the way.
Yeah, this could be a Retro Bowl, and I honestly wouldn't mind it.
No, I wouldn't. Chiefs, despite being the away team, are favored in this one by 2. Jake on a 3rd and long. We know he's so good at this yardage, and Adrian Peterson, what a grab there, inside the 2. Now a run. Their touchdown machine, Alvin Kamara, going to tack on another one.
Good run there.
Now Jasper McKeens.
He's still perfect.
Yes, he is. Now Chiefs driving. It was a very good long sustained drive from both sides, both eating up about half the quarter respectively. And now with Bryce out, they've been forcing touchbacks on their not too good backup returner. Jake, nice heave out, and that's going to be a 12-yard catch by the defending MVP, Preston McKnight. Handoff Alvin Kamara, who is on the back of a really good performance last week against the Bucs.
He's just going to be very good this season.
Yeah, he's already tied his amount of touchdowns as last season. He's had so many good breakaway plays. And Adrian Peterson, the Darts future Hall of Famer. Sorry, not the Darts, the Redskins.
We're so used to the other Fiji teams.
Yes, we have called some rugby in. The Fiji rugby team is the Darts. But, hey, they have similar uniforms today, too, with these Darts Color Rush uniforms. These Redskins Color Rush uniforms. And there was Adrian Peterson with another touchdown. Offense is definitely nothing that this game is short of here on primetime Thursday Night Football. Jasper McKeans takes a bit to kick it, but he gets it.
He does.
And the Chiefs are unable to mount a drive. So let's see what they can do in the second half. And they are able to score, and it is 14. All is head up with 1:09 to go the third quarter.
Really good game thus far here on primetime. The backup returner, let's see.
Yep, and these teams both actually had played 4 straight 1 o'clock slot games after having primetime games. The Redskins opened up their season on Thursday Night Football since they're the defending champions, and they play the first game of the season. Chiefs are on Monday, and there is a good run there from Jake. Handoff now, Kamara, and he gets 1. Now Jake, looking, he will throw it, and it is a beauty. What a heave. 20-yard catch from Peterson.
It's just been so incredible seeing what this team can do this year. I mean, they had some adversity at the beginning of the season. Jake missing week 1, 0-2 start. And here they are, and they're looking really good and have a decent shot to beat maybe the league's best team this season.
Yep, they do, and now it's a 3rd and short. We know how elite this team is with the Chris Bolles coaching, and Jake picks it up. Great run. Actually, if he didn't slide there, it could have gone all the way. You saw those 2 men miss. It's 14-14. Incredible game here on Thursday Night Football. And there's a catch by Alvin Kamara. 17-yard gain.
Good dive, too.
Handoff, Kamara. Good move around, and the touchdown machine continues.
What a run! So good.
A lot of wind, as it is always raining here in open-air stadium, Fiji, but it's good. 21-14. What can the Chiefs do? And they... incomplete going on 4th down, and it is a touchdown, and they will score. 21-all, Thursday Night Football. Arguably the league's 2 best teams. Best team this season. Defending champions. What else can you ask for? And it's all tied up.
24 seconds. I mean, we know how elite Jake and Chris Bolles are. There's coaching and Jake's play in the clutch, especially with the best kicker in the league, Jasper McKeans. He could boot a long field goal for you.
And with the timeout there, I'm guessing that is what this team will be going on for here. And this is a possible Game of the Year candidate.
It is.
Oh, and what a catch from Preston McKnight. The one-hander jump, and he breaks 2 tackles. Now Jasper McKeans, the league's best kicker, 4-time All-Pro. Chance to seal it, says he's able to do. He's never missed a game-winning kick, and he sails it. It's no good.
You jinxed him, man. You jinxed him.
Chiefs lost the coin toss. The Darts selected heads, and they got it. So the Redskins, here they go. Sorry, I said the Darts again because getting them confused with these color rush uniforms.
So Jasper McKeans had never missed a game-winning field goal.
He had missed 1 game time before in terms of game-winning. Yes, he's never missed one before.
You can't blame it on him, though, because he's been so good for them.
He literally won them a Retro Bowl a couple of years ago, so yeah, definitely not. You cannot blame him on that. He's been so good, and he hasn't missed an extra point in like 3 years, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Jake now, 2nd and 10, and he, under pressure again. The line has just not been it this year. That's been the one problem.
It has. It really has, and again, I hope Jasper McKeans isn't taking this to heart because he has been so good for them.
And maybe he's not because Adrian Peterson making a man miss. Gonna take this to the house. Showboating there. What a game.
That is Game of the Year.
Game of the Year on Thursday Night Football. Sadly, Doggone Rentelton, the elite D lineman, is out for 1 game. But what a game. That's Game of the Year.
Welcome back, and today we have the mediocre New York Giants at home against the red-hot, fresh off of a win, finally defeating the once unbeaten Chiefs here on our 1 o'clock slot games, returning Pie Bryce. And, let's see what he's able to do. Bryce with a not very good return. 21 yards short of the 25, but yeah, these Redskins are red-hot. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and no wonder. Adrian Peterson, there it is right there. We got the game winner against the Chiefs, and possibly the Game of the Year last week. And there it is. 1 o'clock slot, I'm back calling this game for you guys, and now Jake wants to send one deep, letting one fly just out of reach from Peterson. Now a handoff, Alvin Kamara, one of the league's best running backs this year. Solid gain of 3, he did break a tackle. And now 3rd and 7, good test for this team early on, the red-hot Redskins, and it is a bullet throw incomplete, and they will be punting. This team is the most momentum in the league, but that is not good. Pie Bryce is out today, and doggone Retzelton, so they are missing quite a few people today on the defense. So that's something they have to worry about. And despite being red hot, beating the undefeated Chiefs last week and being on a 4-game winning streak, they are trailing 10-0 against the Giants team, which is, as I said, been mediocre. They tied week 1. Ever since then, they won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1. That's why they're 2-3-1. Will the pattern continue? If it did, it would be a win today. However, the Redskins are favored in this one by 12. And there's a great catch from Peterson who gets crushed by like 5 people. 3rd and 4. What can Jake do here? The under pressure Tunsil with a good block at the end there, and Peterson will pick this one up. Jake, where's he going to go? Nice float. First down. 17-yard gain. Now Jake. Under pressure with the good blitz from this Giants team, and he got sacked. Their line has been horrible this season. That has been the big issue along with defensive injuries. But Alvin Kamara trying to get an easier field goal here in Jasper McKean's. No, he's not out. The team is going to be going for it here. Jay looking for a last-second touchdown at the half. Completes out to Alvin Kamara, who, is just out of bounds. And Chris Bolles knows what he's calling up. They're going for this, and they get it, of course. They do get some points at the end of the half. Jasper McKean's extra point good. 7-10.5. These incredibly red-hot, momentum-filled Redskins do trail by 3 against the pretty mediocre Giants, but who knows? Let's see. The rookie returner has not been it this season. And no wonder the Giants were able to get 10 points, because minimal mistakes from the Redskins, sure, but you're missing 2 of your 3 elite defensive players. And now it's a loss of 2. Mara. And he's able to break tackles there. And that is one of the best plays I've seen from him all season. Just really good downhill running. And they're going to give it to him again. Newfound confidence. Oh my goodness, breaking a tackle. A man completely misses him. Woo! 24 yards. Kamara, who has been a breakthrough player this season. Inspirational. And Adrian Peterson, as usual, does business. 28-yard gain. Looking for their first lead on the day, and this upset starting to fall apart here for the Giants. These red-hot Redskins. Preston McKnight, 9-yard catch. Jake looking one way, now changing. With an interception in the red zone. He was under pressure, but he missed a wide-open Adrian Peterson. And now a field goal from the Giants, 13-7. Those Redskins on that drive had all the momentum. All the momentum you could ask for. And Jake with the red zone interception. He's been very good this season, but the 3-time MVP, a rare mistake there. It was a great play too. He just missed his man, which is something that you can't really say wasn't his fault, but you can't really blame the guy. He's done so much for this Redskins franchise. Now 3rd and 6. What can Jake do? He's going downfield, and he of course hits Peterson, who has been the league's best receiver this season. Still looking, he's on track for 2,000 yards, and Jake gets hit. They lost Pearson in the offseason. The rookie Tunsil's not been very good at all for them. It's a 9-yard catch, and now 3rd and inches. And the Redskins will pick it up. Nice run from Alvin Kamara. This is looking kind of like a game-winning drive here from Jake, and sure, they were expected to blow these Giants out. But maybe they got a bit of ahead of themselves, but maybe they'll be able to get a close win. Preston McKnight, 37-yard touchdown. Great score. Extra point is good, and they have their first lead of the day, 14-13. Giants driving, continuing to drive, and they will go for it on. They get the field goal. And the Redskins trail by 2, so red hot, so favored. They just beat the unbeaten Chiefs. Defending champions, 4-game win streak, it doesn't seem to matter. And a weird play call, a quarterback draw up the middle. They got to get some deep routes, and this is an issue here. Offense has been dead today. Jake gonna complete to Peterson, and bad management there. 6 seconds, no timeouts. They have to score a touchdown. Jake, McKnight. He's not getting there. No laterals. Game over. What an upset. And the main problem is when he got crushed by a bunch of guys, Adrian Peterson out for 4 weeks. What an upset. Redskins not so red hot.
Welcome back to Red Trouble. It's me, Kathy Willis here. And we have the 4-3 San Francisco 49ers taking on the 4-3 Redskins here in the open air stadium. It is not raining, but it is very misty. And back from injury is Pie Bryce, the returner. They missed him. Let's see what he's able to do. And it's a solid return past the 25, but not past the 30. Hit off Alvin Kamara. And what a stiff arm. Wow, and he breaks a tackle. So, anyways, these Redskins had so much momentum, 4-game winning streak, and they beat the undefeated Chiefs in prime time. Then they lost to the Giants last week, which is why both these teams do sit at 4-3. 49ers have lost 2 straight, and yeah, the Redskins lost last week. And it's a pretty good game from Alvin Kamara, but here's going to be the issue. Adrian Peterson is out for 4 games, which is a huge problem, and it is just incomplete. They don't have any speed or breakthrough players on their offense, but Jake is able to sneak one in for a first down. All right, let's see. Jake nearly gets sacked, but he will complete this one out to no name. That will end the first quarter. The 49ers lead 3-0 against the stunned Redskins from last week's upset against the Giants. Jake nearly gets in. He throws another red zone interception. He has thrown 2 in the last 3 weeks. Thank goodness an interception as Pie Bryce returns from his injury. The defense should be getting better. The defense allowed a game-winning drive for the Giants last week, and Jake gets hit as he throws, but he's got McKnight. Stiff arm. And despite being down 3-0, they're looking pretty good on offense, aside from the Jake interception. Jake gets sacked. The line, he has been sacked the most in the league this season, has been pressured the second most times. Alvin Kamara, what a run. 17 yards. Now Jake, little throw out to Kamara for a gain of 5. And Jake now looking in, he gets sacked yet again. The line is missing one starter to the left guard, but still, they've just been very bad ever since they lost Vic Pearson and drafted Logan Tunsil. It's not been working out for them. And Jake overthrows McKnight, and gotta admit, Jake has not looked very strong today. Will they be able to score in this first half? Maybe. No name! Down at the 1. Jake now handed off to the scoring machine, Alvin Kamara, who's been having a great season. The Starts team can really not afford to lose yet another game. Because, yeah, they got stunned by the Giants last week, but heading into the second half here, they do lead by 4. But it's been a low-scoring one. And you can definitely tell here that this team is missing Adrian Peterson. He brought them their not entire offense, because Jake helps him move down the field, but the explosiveness. All right. Jake, the classic audibles. Let's see what he can do when he gets hit. And McKnight bobble and a pretty solid catch, but only 1 yard. Jake, where's he going to go? Of course, he has to hit McKnight. They're pretty much only passing target that is not Kamara at the moment. Crabson Jr. They let him go in free agency, and Peterson is out. You might as well take quarterback Alfonso Roulette, put him back at tight end. He wouldn't be happy with that, though. But look at this. Oh, my goodness. Missing Preston McKnight. This team needs Adrian Peterson bad. 3rd and 10. And Alvin Kamara is a yard short. Jake only had 2 wide receivers set with a bunch of no-names. He gets sacked. Now 60-yard field goal from Jasper McKeens. Oh my goodness, that might have been good from 70 yards away. Now the 49ers driving, and they will get a field goal. So it's a 4-point game. Defense has been key in this one. Not McKnight, Pie Bryce returning this, who has been very good. He has an interception today. And it's good return. Almost at the 25, but he began in the end zone. He probably should have wished that he just killed that one, but it's good. It's good. 4-yard run from Alvin Kamara, and he breaks tackles. What a season he has had, 9 yards. Last year he showed flashes, but this year has been an incredible receiving back. In every single game he gets 1 or 2 absolutely elite runs. And there's a 12-yard catch. See, he's just been so good. So offense has been moving the ball good, but turnovers and just explosive plays has been an issue, missing Adrian Peterson badly. And Preston McKnight, the stiff arm, oh my goodness, he almost broke out of there 18 yards. What a season the former MVP has had. Maybe he can get another MVP. Jake gets hit, but he completes the non-aim. 50 seconds. What can the Redskins do? The score would seal it. Jake sacked again. He's getting pressured. Jake has to run out of the pocket. He's pretty fast. Avoids a man. I think he might be short. He is short. And deciding they're going for it. Chris Bolles, what a play he calls up. And it looks like the Redskins will avoid going back down to 500 and will stay above it. And now just run out the clock. Alvin Kamara there. And sure, yes, missing Adrian Peterson. They don't have the explosive plays, but they've been moving the ball just fine, despite being stunned by the Giants last week. The Redskins prevail this week against the 49ers, and they improve to 5-3. And that's the game. Hope you enjoyed.
Fresh off the bye week, the Redskins at 5-3 taking on the Raiders in their home stadium in Las Vegas at 5-3. Let's see which team will get their 6th win on the season. And here we go. Pie Bryce here. And, oh, it's a good return. Bryce breaking tackles. Wow. At the 40-yard line. They really missed him. He's missed a couple games this season. But, hey, this team's straight off the bye week. And they're probably rejuvenated. Maybe not the line. They've been the league's worst. Jake got sacked yet again. And now it's pretty long 3rd down here. But Chris Bolles is always elite. Let's see what he cooks up. And this is going to be McKnight. He did cook. 13 yards. This team, they're looking around to get like 6-7 wins. And look at that! Oh, maybe 6-7 more touchdowns for Alvin Kamara. Woo! Oh, and then he gets downed. It only took maybe 30 Raiders to get him, but maybe 6-7 Raiders. But wow, what a score there. And now Jake, gonna give it out to him? No, they can't get the 6-7 yards that they needed. And now Kamara, oh, he was just short of his 6th or 7th touchdown on the year. And now Kamara, oh, he's still short. A goal line stand here from the Raiders. Dang. They have to get this. And oh, they don't. The Redskins have not been stopped on 4th down in the red zone in 3 seasons. Thank goodness, though, the Raiders did not score. And this is looking to end out our first quarter, and the Redskins just like, come on, that was not good there in the red zone. Surprised Chris Bolles wasn't able to get it done there with his elite coaching. Now, 3rd down, they are able to pick this up, though. 6-7 more yards. Pretty solid. I'm so obsessed with that. I'm your 1 o'clock slot guy. So happy to be back. And, yeah, I haven't called for you guys, the Redskins, in quite a bit. But coming off the bye week, I like what I've seen. Jake, looking for his first touchdown pass in at least a week. And, oh, just short as Alvin Kamara. And now, Alvin Kamara, there it is. Should I make a 6-7 joke? I won't, but good touchdown there. I've been seeing him for a lot of our 1 o'clock slot games, and he's been really good this season. He really has. Can the Raiders get their first points on the day? It's intercepted by Donovan Lewis, and no, there's going to be no score. Going deep, Jake. Oh, the elite stiff arm from Preston McKnight, one of my favorite players ever. 31-yard gain. And it looks like they're not going to take a timeout. They're going to run the clock down looking for a 10-point lead here at the half. And Jasper McKeen's, his aim is true from 60 yards away, one of the greatest to ever do it. And the Raiders will get their first point, so it's 10-3. And we just got to talk about this. You see, Adrian Peterson has been injured now. The offense, lack of explosive plays. But the defense, with Pie Bryce returning from injury, has really stepped up. And I think that's been an amazing thing. They've been allowing like 6-7 yards per quarter. And I'm not even exaggerating there. I'm not going to make a joke about that run. Over the bye week, I was studying up on those jokes, man. Enough of the joking, though. We got Kamara with a good game. And a gain of 1 from Alvin Kamara. Kamara, solid run. And now this one's thrown out. Nanim does make the catch, but he's short, and they're going to go for it. Jake with the classic audible. Preston McKnight, he's got it. Making up for that goal line stand. And we're starting. This will be the last play of this quarter, and Jake completely overthrows McKnight. That might have been a touchdown. That is an issue. I'm sure he's probably used to the speed of Peterson more, but that's just not good. Now Jake going to run this one out. Get 6 or 7 yards. Pretty solid there. Now 3rd down. Come here. He might be short, yes. Line judge rules him short, and they're going to instead take this field goal. 2-possession lead. What a game Jasper McKeans has had. And with the punt here, interesting call from the Raiders. Not sure if I like that one. 5-yard gain from Alvin. First down here will pretty much seal this thing as they are up. And the offense has not been looking as elite, especially in terms of points per game, but looks like they're going to seal another win. Incomplete for Alvin. And yeah, just starting to chew the clock here, Alvin Kamara. Good run! Dang, 11 yards. Under 15 seconds to go past the 20-second warning, man. This Redskins team coming off the bye week. Yeah, not explosive without Peterson, but they've still been able to get wins right when the offense looked bad. The defense has been stepping up, just allowing 3 points this game. Redskins win coming off the bye week. Welcome back to our 1 o'clock slot games for our Redskins. And wearing both color rush uniforms today is the Redskins taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. And here we go. A punt beginning here for the Chargers. Now Redskins have the ball and Alvin Kamara will open his game up with a 3-yard run. So happy to call this game for you guys, of course. I am the 1 o'clock slot guy. I've been calling the Redskins a lot this year. Now Jake on a 3rd and 7. Preston McKnight able to get this, and what a season he is having. Stiff arm too. And now, Jake. Short one out, Alvin Kamara. Beautiful game. He's been really good this season. He's been elite, actually. He's been a touchdown machine, along with some 1 or 2 elite breakaway plays every single year. And Jake attempting to run will lose 5 yards. The line has been their one issue all season, along with the Adrian Peterson injury. But Preston McKnight keeps his team afloat as usual. 2 stiff arms. What a run. Now Jake, where's he going to go? Float, 7-yard game, Alvin Kamara. Kamara, run up the side. He will pick that up in a broken tackle. 7-yard gain. Now Jake, where's he going to go? Floating one. Wide open is Preston McKnight. And he's in for the touchdown. League's best players and former MVP. And Jasper McKeans, of course, he's automatic other than that possible game winner earlier this season. And another punt from Los Angeles. These Redskins, they've been very good this season. Definitely, after an 0-2 start, they haven't really disappointed aside from that Giants game. As defending champions, looking for the three-peat. What's not to like? 13-yard gain from Alvin. Now Jake, it is a beaut. Preston McKnight breaking tackles as usual. He has to do that. And another stiff arm. Usual for him, so, not that impressive. Just kidding, it is. And if you don't think otherwise, honestly, I'm just going to take that personally. 13-yard gain from Kamara. And Jake goes down. Tunsil and the inexperienced line can't do anything. Jake gets hit as he throws, and it is picked off. He has not been having the greatest of seasons. And oh my goodness, broken tackles. It's the middle linebacker, Bradley Chubb. And he's going to take that a decent amount. Airing it out at half an hour. It was 7-0. Going into the third quarter, Pybris to return. And yeah, this Redskins team has been winning without Adrian Peterson. But I'll tell you what, they have not been putting up a lot of points. But that's a great return from Pybris for his Redskins. Lacking points, but an elite defense thus far this game. Let's see what they're able to do. Nice catch. That's No Name. Catch from No Name. Kamara, up the gun, is going to have a good gain of 7. He has been elite. Gotta love the man. He showed flashes last season. Got a ring in his rookie year. And Preston McKnight, oh my goodness, a stiff arm, broken tackle. Again, usual stuff. Jake, out to Kamara, 5-yard gain. Now Jake, he's going to get sacked again. He was contemplating running, but now it's a 3rd and long. And he is going to find Preston McKnight. Again, what a game from him. And he gains 27 in one of his best career games. Now Kamara up the middle, nothing. The touchdown machine, nothing. Now Jake, where's he going to go? He will. Oh, what is it? It's a drop, hitting No Name in the hands. And there's another drop, hitting the helmet. Let's see what Chris Bolles is able to do, and he's going to call them to go for it. And Preston McKnight, of course, always there when you need him. Touchdown, 13-0. Let's make it 14-0. Jasper McKeans, he's good. Going into the fourth quarter, Los Angeles has a lot to do, but they were able to do that. Missing the extra point, they do score, though. one-possession game, but it's really, hard to get back. Redskins have the ball. They've looked good this half. And there's a good return. Along with Chargers, if they score a touchdown, they have to get a 2-point conversion. Here in our midday slot. Kamara, no gain. Jake, incomplete to Kamara. Chance of being picked, so he, in a good way, overthrew it. Kamara, he goes into a guy and picks up the first down. It's a gain of 15 there, nearing Jasper McKean's field goal range. Kamara starting to chew clock, and he got 4 yards. And Kamara, the gain of 2. Let's see, it's a third down. These are huge. And he stiff arms. I think he got there. He did. And despite the loss, I'm pretty sure they've won this. The Chargers can't use any timeouts. And Jake to McKnight with the elite stiff arm. And that will ice this game. Despite the offense being pretty much dead the last couple of games without Adrian Peterson out with his injury, their defense has been just so good, and Jake will take a kneel. That is the game. The Redskins win another low-scoring one, 14-6. Their defense has been stepping up. Welcome back to our 1 o'clock slots. Today we have a divisional game. 3-7 Atlanta Falcons taking on 7-3 Redskins, who overcome a 0-2 start, are defending 2-in-a-row champions. And that is a nullified game to begin. And the big highlight of this one, despite struggling on offense, they have gone so elite without Adrian Peterson. And in his return, a 27-yard elite catch lunging out. The team has been winning thanks to their defense being elite and stepping up, but their offense has been scoring not good at all. They scored 14 points last week. They were scoring 10, 13, 16, nothing, and that was just out of reach for Peterson. You can expect Jake to be throwing like a lot more gunslinger and maybe even more picks, but with Adrian Peterson back, you know that this team is going to be really good on offense and finally, crack 20 points, which they have not done now in 5 weeks. They're playing the division rival Falcons, who have not been anything this season. And getting a sack is Jake. Now a third and absolute long. Adrian Peterson is simply overthrown. That was going to be a touchdown. And oh my goodness, Chris Bolles, one of the most gutsy calls of all time. And of course it's going to work. The founding father of this Redskins franchise, Adrian Peterson's back, and Chris Bolles is maybe the GOAT coach. Jeez, what a play call. And honestly, what can you expect? He's always so elite with those play calls, and Adrian Peterson in his return. I'm sure every single Redskins fan and player is thanking him. Kamara up the middle. 1 yard. Jake with a classic audible, and very nice looking play here from Bolles. And yes, Peterson again. His return always works out, and it really looks as this team is, with an extra point here, they will already tie the amount of points from last week. Yep, same amount of points. Peterson's back, so yeah. And Falcons, 20-yard field goal to end off the first half. And now opening up the second half. Redskins up 14-3. Pie Bryce here with the return, the league's best. Bryce weaves around guys and breaks a tackle. Oh, he almost broke another one. Down at the 40. Now a nice little toss. Alvin Kamara shifting to the side. He's going to break a tackle 8 yards. Jake, where's he going to go? He's going to sling one out. Caught Preston McKnight. Breaking a tackle. 25-yard gain from the reigning MVP. And 2 in a row. Retro Bowl champion. Now Jake gonna take off with his line collapsing as normal. He makes a man miss. 9 yards, nearly a first down. What a run there from Jake. Now looking for his guy, Adrian Peterson, back from injury, has gotten 3 touchdowns, and that is Chris Bolles' 500th touchdown as a coach. Congrats to him, and also his Redskins have scored 20 points for the first time in 5 weeks. And despite going for 2, they aren't able to get it, but it's 9-21. The Falcons with a slight chance of staying in within a touchback from Pie Bryce. He kneels there, and now let's see what Jake can do. He's looking to go deep, and he will sling one. Adrian Peterson, welcome back. Looking for his 4th touchdown on the day, and we are just in the 3rd quarter. And he will get tackled 72 yards, but what a return from him. It is clear that this offense is only really explosive with Peterson. They can win without him, but it's different when he's here. McKean's going to get it. It's 28-9, and it's probably over. Falcons missing a 50-yard field goal. This one is over. It looks like they're still trying to, get this thing going. The sack they're taking from Jake, who is second in the league in sacks taken. He gets hit, and it's just overthrown for Peterson. Now 3rd and 16. Bulls had them go for on a 4th and 16 in the first quarter, and they might need that. Let's see if they go for it. They will. Chris Bolles, one of the greatest coaches of all time, cooks up one of the greatest plays of all time. Adrian Peterson, back from injury. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4 touchdowns in the return. Wow. And they go from scoring under 16 points in 4 straight weeks without Peterson to getting 35. And what an absolute blowout. Adrian Peterson's return, Chris Bolles with an all-time coaching performance.
Hello, it is me, Al Michaels, reporting this 425 Retro Bowl game for you. It's divisional Buccaneers versus Redskins, and the Bucs play the Redskins pretty well as they lead 6-0 after the missed extra point. A lot of wind and rain as we were in the Redskins open-air stadium, and Pi Bryce, an elite returner. Last week we saw this Redskins team finally able to crack 20 points thanks to Adrian Peterson's return. I'm sure they're going to do as well today, but the Buccaneers always play the Redskins very well. That's a solid game to begin this thing from Alvin Kamara. Now, where's he getting to go? Jake going deep. Oh no, he gets sacked. The second most sacked quarterback in football, and there's nothing gained. 4th and 7. Redskins gonna punt. Rare to see Chris Bolles not go for that. And Tampa Bay punts near the end of the first quarter here. Just been very defensive. No game from Alvin Kamara. In my 1,000 years of watching this sport, man, I've never seen a team this good play so poorly. It's intercepted. And the Bucs do always play the Redskins well. And getting that 2-point conversion, it's 14-0. What can the Redskins do? Because this has been an abysmal performance. They didn't play very well against the Bucs last time, but the Redskins were able to prevail. Today, I don't know about that. Alright, and it is dropped by Nane. Jake. He's going to complete to Alvin Kamara, but he might be short of the first. Yes, it's a 3rd and inches. Alvin Kamara, he got that. Now Alvin Kamara, gain of 1. So this Buccaneers team, they haven't been good all season, but they're actually the only team Chris Bolles has a losing records against. Against the Buccaneers, Chris Bolles is 3-8. And here's a solid gain, 9 yards from Adrian Peterson, who has been the life of them this entire season. He's the deciding factor if they score in games or don't. They do pretty good without him, though, as the defense steps up. Today, not at all. Will this team even get on the board? We're going to see. 13-yard gain from Alvin Kamara. 19-yard line now. Jake looking. Oh, and it is a horrid drop from Kamara there, who's been having an elite season. Haven't seen much from him on the ground today, and he redeems himself, but they have to use the final timeout. And Chris Bolles is going to call them going for this. McKnight got it. Touchdown. They do get on the board in the first half. Jesper McKean's in the open-air stadium, wind and rain, able to connect it through, and it's 14-7. Entering the second half, the Redskins do trail division rival Buccaneers by 7. Bucs always play them well, but let's see what happens. Pi Bryce wanted to take it out. He's going to leave that thing there for a touchback. Jake. Nice float. Alvin Kamara, first down. And a couple more. Handoff. Alvin Kamara tried to cut to the side. He loses 2 yards. He's done nothing on the ground today. Kamara, little toss. And he gets a solid gain. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Redskins are the best team at this yardage. And, yep, stiff arm. Preston McKnight, reigning MVP, 14-yard gain, and he's out of bounds. Looking, and it will be another drop from Nane, who is having a historically bad game today. Nice toss out. Kamara, 7 yards. And Jake is going to roll, and we'll pick it up. Diving. He might have got 5, but celebrating there. Adrian Peterson. Gain of 10, but it's going to be at the inch line. Second and inches. Pick up from Alvin Kamara, and he's got 3 yards. Slowly driving. This is a long, sustained drive here that might eat up this entire third quarter. Stiff arm, Preston McKnight, juking out the entire roster of the Buccaneers. No wonder that poverty franchise. But let's see. Jake sacked Logan Tunsil and his young line. Really have not been able to protect without Vic Pearson at all, but that doesn't matter. Alvin Kamara, what a drive. Tie things up. Bucks play them well, but it's the Redskins, man. And what a drive, resulting in a touchdown. Now, 7-point game. Let's see what Jake can lead his team to. Adrian Peterson, big play. He's been very quiet in his second game back from injury. The polar opposite of last week. Now Jake, it's a 2nd and 9. He likes what he sees. Floating, Adrian Peterson. That's what we're talking about. 12 yards. Woo! What a game we got going here. Elite divisional game. These two always produce the best of games. 8 yards. Doesn't matter if one team is the worst in the league and one's the best in the league. They always play close. Jake gets hit. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Oh, it's caught. Alvin Kamara. 8 yards. Now where's he gonna go? Jake has to bullet one out of there. Starting to run out of time here. Peterson has not been breaking away from receivers. And I jinxed him. 16 yards, but in a good way. Nearing the 22nd warning now. Jake. Gonna heave one. Now he gets sacked. No timeouts. 17 seconds of love. And they are probably gonna have to resort to one last play. Jake, deep shot. Oh, why did McKnight do that? And Jake is out for 2 games. An upset loss to the Buccaneers. Preston McKnight really sold it. Peterson had that. Tough loss.
Welcome back. I'm hosting your 1 o'clock slot today, and we have the 8-4 defending champion Redskins taking on the 2-10 Ravens. But these Redskins are Jake-less today, so they're going to be struggling, that is for sure. Wearing the alternate uniforms, no Jake, the former tight end and Hall of Fame tight end for this team, Alfonso Roulette playing quarterback. Let's see what happens. And he throws an interception right off the bat. We knew he wasn't very good, but dang. And a sack there by the defense, who's been stepping up. No Jake now. And coming off that upset loss to the Buccaneers, they're going to need something, and that's a good run from Alvin Kamara. We know that Roulette is an elite tight end. Maybe not anymore, but he's definitely not the best of quarterbacks. But at least he is a quarterback. Alvin Kamara running all through one of the league's worst teams this season. But now he's nothing. And you really think a loss here to the Ravens, it's panic time for the Redskins, who have been battling so many injuries. But Alvin Kamara has been putting the team on his back, as you can see. He gains 13. He's a touchdown machine. Now Roulette. Throw out. Catch made by No Name. And now Roulette, he is going to throw a bullet that should have been picked off, bouncing off the head of Lewis. And Roulette getting to throw a bullet straight to the defense. There's Ray Lewis II getting his 3rd interception on the year. Ravens driving. Incomplete, a 53-yard field goal is made. Coming off the Justin Tugger field goal. Let's see what Pie Bryce and the return team can do. The Jake-less Redskins in need of something, and it's a mediocre return. So Roulette has thrown 2 interceptions today and has just proven that this team needs Jake and Adrian Peterson both in order to compete. But it's a nice 7-yard game from Alvin Kamara, who's been their only anything. A scoreless first quarter from the Redskins wearing their alternates, but the Ravens are winning by 3. But Adrian Peterson, what a catch in, despite Roulette kind of missing his man. And Adrian Peterson, that's an easy touchdown. A lot of talk about the Ravens pulling off the upset here. They were actually favored in this one by 2. But it's 7-3. And what a drive. 10-7 Ravens. Chris Bolles is an elite coach. They have Adrian Peterson. They're never going to be out of it. But no Jake, and the Ravens being a pretty solid team at home, always competing in their games. And both their wins this season have been at home. That's why they were favored. But Pie Bryce, what an elite returner. He's definitely going to be returner of the year. Already's gone all-pro once. But let's see. And this is caught by No-Name, who is redeeming himself from a terrible game last week. Preston McKnight had a bad one too, getting in the way of what would have been a game tire. But Alfonso Roulette proving that he still can be a pretty good tight end, battling through guys with his speed. Can he throw? Let's see. He can. He has pretty good arm strength, and they're going to let this clock wind down and take a game-tying field goal at half. Jasper McKeens, what are you doing, man? By the end of the first half, Jasper McKeens selling it. And the Ravens still looking to pull off an upset here. And that's going to be a touchdown, but missing the extra point. Justin Tugger missed the extra point. 7-16. Bryce, return. Team's going to need a comeback now by 2 possessions. And not the best of returns. Roulette. Looking. He will completely miss his man, which is rough. I mean, it's obviously what we've seen. And look at this, Alvin Kamara breaking through. Now tackled by Hamilton the second. Roulette. Pressure coming, gets sacked. The league's worst lines on one of the league's worst quarterbacks. Alfonso, what can he do? Throws his 3rd interception of the day. Why not? This is rough to watch, and the defending champions in the 4th quarter are down 7-24 without Jake. Pod Rice. Touchback. So down by 17, backup quarterback. Despite being the defending champions, you were kind of screwed. What do? Well, I was about to say you might start giving up to keep players healthy, but Adrian Peterson, who is the life of their offense in terms of points scored all the time, is going to take this thing to the house. Celebrating there, he says, "You stink" to them with this classic celebration. And Jasper McKeens, it really should be 17-24 with his missed kick, but he redeems them. He recovers the onside kick. What a kick there from Jasper McKeens, and Adrian Peterson breaks away again. Oh! Adrian Peterson and Alfonso Roulette's inconsistencies do matter, but what a comeback is what I'm saying as it's beginning to form. 21-24 in a matter of 2 seconds. No onside kick. They're going to kick this one deep this time. And a punt from the Ravens. Alfonso Roulette is leading an elite comeback, but no, he's really not. It was Peterson, and it's picked off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Justin Tugger. He missed the field goal, but they run it with Alvin Kamara? They don't stop the clock? What are they doing? And never mind! Kamara! Down the sideline! Dives, 1 second to go. Adrian Peterson, and even the backup Alfonso Roulette, despite 4 interceptions. McKeens from 62. What a comeback. And the Ravens. Oh, Justin Tugger misses another field goal. He's got to stop with the massages, man. Alfonso Roulette proving why he was a tight end yet again. And he is really showing some sparks here. And then he throws a terrible ball. Inconsistency is not good for Roulette. And he throws another awful bullet. 4th down attempt here. Jake is always able to get Bolles' nice calls. But Alfonso Roulette doesn't. He can't do it. Pie Bryce too slow. And heartbreak for the Redskins. And Adrian Peterson is out for 3 games. With no Jake or Adrian Peterson, you think this team might be screwed. Heartbreak for the description.
Welcome to Prime Time Retro Bowl football. We have the 8-5 Redskins taking on the 9-4 Cowboys, but the Redskins on a 2-game losing streak. Jake is out. Let's see what they're able to do. And a missed field goal from Dallas. So, yeah, and backup quarterback is in yet again, but they cut Alfonso Roulette. It's 11-yard completion to No-Name. So, McGovern, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, Alvin Kamara's up to run, and yeah, Alfonso Roulette was cut, the team's Hall of Fame tight end, turned into quarterback, and, yeah.
Yeah, he's no longer on the team. They cut Alfonso to save some cap space, and now backups are going to be in, and, yeah, not good.
No, it's not, but they're playing a Cowboys team that is very strong, but both these teams in the last 2 weeks combined have gone just 1-3.
Yeah. Starting to drive, though, with backup quarterback, so the third stringer. has been driving with his team, and he will complete to Preston McKnight. Good touchdown here on primetime.
It's been a very injury-riddled season for this team, but I know that with Chris Bolles at the helm for coaching, they can still do very well despite having a third stringer as their quarterback.
Yes. The Dallas field goal is now 7-3. Let's see what the Redskins do here on primetime. Elite returner Pie Rice, who has had a all-pro-esque season. Gonna take one out the side, break a tackle down to the 30. It's a good return. Looking. Backup gets sacked behind their biggest weakness this season.
It's been the offensive line along with so many injuries to Adrian Peterson, their defensive line, and now Jake.
Yes, Jake missed week 1, and this is his now second straight missed game and his third of the year.
Yeah.
And they will have to punt. Dallas here on primetime, driving, and it is picked off. Now the backup looking for Preston McKnight. He's got him, and McKnight breaking tackles.
Into the secondary.
All right, let's see. It's me, Christian Bulls, McGovern Tavern, calling this one for you guys, and Alvin Kamara putting on a show for everybody to see on primetime. Now at the 40, this team has a chance to go for something, but they're going to be lacking considering Adrian Peterson is out, and there's no Jake to throw deep bombs. But it is a very nice throw. Will McKnight be able to get there? No. They're probably going to settle for a field goal. And they're not. They're going to go for this. Oh, what a blunder. What were they doing? And a blunder to end off the first half. Alvin Kamara with a brain fart. And it's 7-3. Fabregas going to take this. It is 7-3. Darts here on primetime. And it's not a good return. Another brain fart for this team.
It's a stupid term, but yeah, I agree. I don't understand what is going on in these guys' minds. Sure, there's no Adrian. Sure, there's no Jake. You still got to try your best. 16-yard gain from Preston McKnight, who might be the only one trying right now. Honestly, even Chris Bolles, I know it's rare to say this, but I think he might have screwed up a bit there in the coaching at the end of the first half. Yeah, they should be up 10-3. They would have a chance to get a 2-possession lead, which they still can get here, but that would be a big possession lead. 4-yard catch from Alvin. The backup, he's got Alvin again, 14 yards. Now taking it himself, very slow, just gets stuck there in the dog pile. No gain. Prime time. Stepping back in the pocket, he has Preston McKnight, who is in for a touchdown. Despite no Jake or Adrian Peterson, this team looking pretty good. Should be 17-3.
It really should. Here on prime time, Dallas is going to need a comeback, and they're going to get that and a 2-point conversion. Redskins lead by 3, despite it not having Adrian Peterson. No Jake. Here on primetime, they're about to get a pretty big upset here against Dallas. And look at this! What a return from Pie Rice. He almost actually went all the way, too. And now an incompletion from the third stringer. Now, actually, we call him a third stringer, but he's now a second stringer with the release of Alfonso Roulette. And here goes Alvin Kamara. He's been elite this season, the touchdown machine. His elite receiving back skills, and these explosive plays.
What a run! Oh, he broke a tackle too!
He did! Inside the red zone. Nearly at the 15. Back up. Looking, and it is caught by No Name. The lack of weapons is not seeming to be getting this team, as Chris Bolles is offering some good coaching. And a first down pretty much seal this game right here. Kamara. He got it! And he will score a touchdown.
Wow. He really has been a workhorse back this season.
Yeah, breakout stud. Probably going to be all-pro Alvin Kamara. And that's the game. But Doggone Russellton is injured for 4 weeks. But here on primetime, no quarterback, no problem for the Redskins.
Welcome back. And today for our 425 slot, we have a pretty good game wearing alternate uniforms. The Bears taking on the Redskins. And this is a pretty good heavyweight matchup. The Redskins coming off that pretty good win. And Marcus Buehler misses a tackle. So it's 7-0 here. Bears lead in this 425 game. And Pie Rice in his alternate uniform going to take this thing out. And good move there through the middle, but he does not get to the 25. Jake has returned. The Redskins were somehow going to beat a very good Dallas team last week without Jake. Actually, with a third stringer. Jake returns. They still don't have Adrian Peterson, however. And this will be interesting to see here on our 425 slot. Alvin Kamara, he got 15. Alvin Kamara with a run. The workhorse. Oh my goodness. What a run there. He's going to take this inside the 30, the 15, and tries to juke at a man. 37 yards from Alvin. Now Jake, with a lack of receivers, but a very elite running back and tight end. Alvin Kamara, 16 yards there. Now, Jake, back from injury. He's missed 3 games this season. He's going to complete a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. Jasper McKean's, his aim is always true, and he gets this through. It's 7-7, all tied up here. Entering the second quarter, Bears driving through the injured defense, but the extra point is missed. Yeah, the Stars team, sure, their offensive line has been bad, but their big weakness this season, injuries. Touchback. Injuries, Jake and Adrian have been in and out a lot, and the whole defense, too. They lost Vic Pearson in the offseason, and this very young offensive line with Logan Tunsil has been struggling. There's no protection there. Lost one from Alvin. 3rd and 5. This team is very good at this yardage with Chris Bolles coaching, but it is dropped by non-aim. Going for it on 4th and 5. As usual, Preston McKnight, he got it, the reigning MVP, who has been putting up possibly another MVP season. Now Jake, he's going to bomb one. Going deep, and it's overthrown. Adrian Peterson would have had that, but McKnight isn't the fastest of guys. And he redeems himself. Oh my goodness. And he stiff arms a man. Breaking tackles. And he's inside the red zone, the 20, 15, 10. Another broken tackle. That might be play of the season with a 64-yard touchdown pass to Preston McKnight. And Jasper McKeans sneaks one in, and they will take the lead here at 4:25. And the Redskins will get the ball. They're up 14-13 after Preston McKnight had one of the greatest touchdowns you will ever see. Now Pi Bryce, league's best returner. Let's see what he's able to do. Breaking tackles, and he proves exactly why he's the best. He almost every time breaks past the 30. Almost to the 35, down at the 33. Short one out, Preston McKnight, fresh off that elite play. Gain of 5 yards. Jake, he's happy to be back, and Preston McKnight is sure happy to be catching all these passes from Jake. 20 yards. And despite the team's record not being the best, they've been playing incredible when they are fully healthy, which is rare. And they technically aren't even fully healthy today. They're missing a defensive starter. And they are also missing, of course, Adrian Peterson, which really takes a toll on the offense and points scored, except for today, because all the other games they scored under 20, looks like they're about to break 20 right now, which they've yet to do with Peterson, or without Peterson. Can they break 20 without Peterson for the first time in 3 years? And they can! What a run! Weaving through guys, Alvin Kamara. They break 20 without Adrian Peterson the first time since the 2030 season, which is 3 years ago. Now driving, Chicago, the punt. So now going downfield, Jake, he's got a wide open Preston McKnight. What a game! One of the best of Preston McKnight's historically good career. 47 yards. Now Jake, starting to see a very good sign here, and never mind, he misses the route. Handoff to Alvin Kamara, no gain, so now it's a 3rd and 10. See what Chris Bolles is able to cook up here with Jake as his single caller. And that's going to be a 12-yard catch by No Name. Very good job there. So fun calling these games for the Redskins at 4:25, and I've seen a lot of this team being very good. Gain of 3, Jake. In his return, he's going deep. One of the career games. Just misses McKnight. Accuracy's been an issue for Jake this season, especially on the deep routes. It doesn't matter. That might seal it. And, the offense has been incredible. Imagine if they had Adrian Peterson today, too. They would have been historically good. Bears, unable to score. In Jake's return, a dominant win, especially in the second half.
The Redskins here on your 1 o'clock slot, playing yet again another winning team in a very good Washington Commanders team. Here we go as the Redskins in their alternate uniforms get the ball first. Pi Bryce now, touchback, good choice from one of the league's best returners. And now Jake still without Adrian Peterson, but let's see what he's able to do in his second game back from injury, gain of 5 yards. And the main thing here for the team is that without Adrian Peterson, they were finally able to get more than 20 points, which is really good. And Jake, always a really good athlete, he's going to run this thing, and it's a very good run. He could have gotten more, but he slides for 9 yards. Your 1 o'clock slot, happy to be back with you for the first time in a couple games. Second last week of the season, this team has made the playoffs. They even clinched the division, but they don't want to rest guys because they have a chance to get a solid seed, but not the first seed. Great gain and a first down catch by Alvin Kamara. Adrian Peterson, no problem last week, and it's an 8-yard catch from Nane, who, despite having a couple very bad games this season, has been really solid overall with 6 receiving touchdowns. Now Jake gonna complete to Nane again, who's having a really good day so far. Out of bounds, 54 seconds left to go of your first quarter. Jake, the Redskin, face of the franchise. Oh, he's got Alvin Kamara, who is just short with the dive, almost getting another receiving touchdown. Alvin Kamara's been incredible. He's been a touchdown machine, but the weak offensive line makes him lose too. Up the middle, Alvin Kamara. There he goes. He's cracked so many records this year for the Redskins running back. And he's really the first ever elite running back season this younger franchise has had. But he's also cracked 10 rushing touchdowns. Let's see. Commanders going for the pass. And the quarterback is sacked. What a way to end off the first quarter. And the Redskins, without Adrian Peterson, are looking good. Jake. Handoff, 7-yard gain from Alvin Kamara. And Jake is going to look, and he overthrows Alvin Kamara. It's been the issue. Jake wants to run, and then now he's going to sling one, and he is sacked. Logan Tunsil gets crushed there on the line, but can they pick up the 3rd and 16? No, they're just short. This team has been known for going for it on 4th and 16. Oh, they don't go for it. Okay. Jasper McKean's, of course, going to nail it through. It's 10-0. And, a Hail Mary. And Washington, after, oh my goodness, what a last 2 drives. So it was 10-0 Redskins. And then a Hail Mary from Washington to end off the first half. And now they're coming off another drive here. And the Redskins get the ball for the first time in the second quarter. Kamara. Stiff arm. Oh, what a beautiful run. Breaking tackles. 13-yard gain. Down at their own 40. Kamara, no gain. No, Jake, he wants to sling one, but he gets sacked. 3rd and 16. You see, there's a lot for this team, but they get a lot of them, and he will connect. Oh, Preston McKnight, of course, he's getting it. As the third quarter winds down, this team is getting dominated ever since that first quarter, but they have barely even seen the ball, really. And going, oh, what a catch from Alvin Kamara. That's the end of the third quarter. Very good drive. It's just ever since the first quarter, the Stars team has had like 10 seconds of possession, which were all that third quarter. They got to get something here, which it looks like might happen. Alvin Kamara through the middle, 4 yards, 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Jake, where's he going to go? He throws an interception. One of his weakest career seasons continues. And, it's a sack and a missed field goal. The defense steps up yet again for a pretty stagnant offense today, which has been the trend without Adrian Peterson, aside from last week. Here in Week 17, they have a chance to clinch the 3rd seed. And it's a sack taken from Jake. Now, 28 seconds to go. Short pass out. President McKnight will pick up the first down, though. 20-second warning here. Jake needs to have a game-winning drive as they have to score a touchdown, and he takes another sack. Timeout. Let's see what Chris Bolles calls for plays. It's going to be rough without their deep threat, Adrian Peterson. It is called by Preston McKnight. They're going to have to go all the way deep here. Jake doesn't like what he sees. Throws away. Now, 4th down. They have to get this. Not only, they also have to score a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, this one is over. No Adrian Peterson is the issue. Redskins go to 10-6 as their skid continues.
It is Week 18 in the final week of this year's Retro Bowl season, as we have 2 of the most injured teams in the league this season, which if healthy, both probably could have been the league's best. 425, it's me, Kathy, covering this game for you, and let's see how it goes with a Piper's touchback. In the rain, and Adrian Peterson did return. Let's see what he's able to do, and what a bang to begin it. Adrian Peterson, always so elite. Going, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And the league's 2 most injured teams, I think it's pretty clear which one is better through the injuries. Always raining, always windy here, but Jasper McKean knows how to do it. And New Orleans, who did beat the Redskins last time, get a punt. And this New Orleans team went to the Retro Bowl 6 seasons ago, and they've had elite defense every single year. This year, not so much. They began very good, but the injuries have been piling up, Alvin Kamara, 47-yard rush. It's week 18, and yes, these Redskins have already clinched playoff spot, but they want more. They want to get a higher seed, and it looks like Preston McKnight also does want that. I mean, this team has just got to be elite today, right? They have Adrian Peterson back. I mean, if you're not putting up a good game today against the league's most injured team, you might prove yourself as a fraud rather than a contender. Jake, 1-yard run. Kamara, get a leader on guys. The league's rushing touchdown leader continues. And the extra point sneaks through from Jasper McKeens. And now New Orleans, driving 51-yard field goal is scored from Will Klutz, 3-14. Pie Bryce, touchback. Now Jake, slinging on deep, Adrian Peterson, back from another injury. He's been missing so much time this season, but he's still having an elite season for fantasy managers and statistic people alike. The celebration, 75 yards, one and done. With a lot more wind here, Jasper McKeens takes a minute to wind up, and he's got it. And nothing on that drive, so New Orleans getting the ball back here for the second half. In the third quarter, they punt. Two teams that have been very injured, but if Chris Bolles is your coach in the Redskins case, you're going to do better as an injured team than the Saints, which, yeah, the Saints don't have that good of an offense, but the defense is capable of carrying them as they've gone to the playoffs the last 4 of 6 seasons, this not being one of them. They went to the Redskins Bowl 6 years ago, but they did fall short, sadly. And Adrian Peterson, what a game. 63-yard touchdown. Now up 28-3. Yes, hopefully they don't blow the lead. Sorry, Falcons fans. Ending the third quarter, it's a punt, and pretty much that 28-3 thing is over. No chance of the comeback. Adrian Peterson, can he get 4 touchdowns on 4 catches? No, he cannot. Almost breaking Randy Moss's elite game. Alvin Kamara, running it to the outside. He breaks a bunch of tackles, 11-yard gain. Now Jake, gonna sling one. He's going deep. He is. Got Alvin Kamara. Now Jake, wanting Peterson. Again, Adrian Peterson again is 17. Almost got into a touchdown. Our last regular season game, my last game calling of the season. And Alvin Kamara has another touchdown. What a great way to end off the season here against a heavily injured New Orleans team, proving that when the Redskins are injured, they're a better team. And that will prove it as these Redskins finish off their season 11-6, and they're very healthy going into the playoffs.
Playoff football is upon us as we have the Redskins at home taking on the Green Bay Packers, both in their alternate uniforms. It is me, Christian Bolles, with McGovern Tavern.
Hey guys, I'm really excited for this.
In our second wildcard playoff game, here we go. Driving downfield, the Packers with a great touchdown drive. It's 7-0. Obviously, these Redskins, aside from the Saints, have been the most injured team in the league this season, but they're very healthy going into the playoffs here, which is a good thing. A lot of people have them as a dark horse to get the three-peat.
What are you saying, man? And there's a good catch from Noname.
Yes, Noname has had a very good last couple of weeks. Jake healthy, Adrian Peterson healthy, almost the entire defense healthy. What's not to like? This team definitely can go all the way with the Chris Bolles coaching and experience. 10-yard run from Alvin Kamara, the rushing touchdown leader. Now Jake, he's got Preston McKnight for 11 yards.
A lot of people say also Preston McKnight can get another MVP.
I wouldn't be surprised. 6-yard catch from Alvin Kamara. Now Kamara, they're going to give it back to him again. It's 1 yard here in the rain in open air stadium.
I swear, man, I know we always mention it, but yeah, it is always raining here, and it's windy, which might affect the Packers, but we know that these Redskins are used to it.
And, Jasper McKeens, is he able to get the field goal? Yes, he can. He's used to the rain.
He's used to the rain.
And now driving. The Packers driving. 14-3 touchdown. Pie Bryce was getting cooked on that drive.
He was.
But he always cooks his opponents here. He's an elite returner and a very good corner. And he has a very solid return past the 25.
They're down by 11, and let's see what they're able to do.
Yes, down by 11. One of the best comeback dynasties ever, though. Adrian Peterson catch for 16. They needed him, and he's healthy when needed. Now Jake. Gonna bomb one. He will connect. First down and more from Adrian Peterson. They got to score something here to get back in this thing, because they will get the ball in the second half. I'm sure that's what they're thinking about, but they need to score here, and they will. Touchdown, Adrian Peterson with the stinky celebration.
They're going for 2, and they got it.
Sneaking in is not Adrian Peterson, Alvin Kamara. And no points there for the Packers. Despite being down 14-3 at a point, it's now 14-11, and the Redskins get the ball back. It's alternate uniform day, wildcard playoff number 2. And getting crushed there on the return is Pie Rice. Alvin Kamara now, who got the 2-point conversion. The league's rushing touchdown leader is 9 yards.
I've just loved what I've seen from him this year. Last year, especially in the Bulls Bowl, he was proving that he can't really average much. There was a sack.
Yeah, but, I mean, behind a very bad line, Alvin Kamara has done so much on the ground. He's also been a great receiving back. He scored a ton of touchdowns. He's been a workhorse back.
Yeah, in a lot of games when Jake and Adrian Peterson have been out, he's had to step up, him and Preston McKnight, and it has worked for both of them.
70-yard catch, reception, Adrian Peterson.
And going around, oh, wow.
He made a man completely miss. Stunned him. There's a touchdown, and that is a great comeback here with the Jasper McKinney's extra point, 4-point lead. And now driving the Packers, incomplete 40-yard field, it is good. So the Packers still trail by 1, and clearly that sudden assertion of dominance after the Packers really just kind of fluky beginning of the game. I mean, that's over. And wow, what a return there from Pie Bryce.
Yeah, really good return. I mean, we know how good both these teams can be, but I honestly still think the Redskins are going to go all the way. We call them a lot in prime time, and, I know they're a lot worse this season than the last 2 years, but they're getting healthy at the right time, and it's always that team that gets hot at the right time that goes all the way.
It might be a bit early to be talking about that, but any score here would kind of seal it if they're able to chew some clock.
Definitely.
McGovern, it's been a great ride in the regular season, but we have so much fun in the playoffs here to go. 12-yard catch there from Preston McKnight. Kamara now.
Gets around a man.
Gets around a man, 11 yards. With the truck, too. Jake. He decides not to go for a wide-open Preston McKnight. 4 yards from Adrian Peterson.
He might have saw something in coverage because it's weird to see him miss guys like that.
It is. Oh, that would have been a touchdown with so many broken tackles. Alvin Kamara. No. Hey, they're chewing clock. They're looking to score, which is pretty much going to seal this one. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown.
Insane game from him.
And they're going for 2 for the 2-possession lead. This would statistically seal this one. Jake, get a run. The athleticism is there. This one might be over. And it is. The Redskins beat Green Bay 26-17, and the Redskins will move on.
What a game.
It's me, Chris Bolles, here with McGovern Tubman for our second and last NFC Divisional game. We're in the Elite 8. Winner plays the Vikings. Here we go. 49ers looking for their first ever Retro Bowl since the Joe Montana and Steve Young days, and the Redskins still looking for that three-peat despite being a lot weaker this season. Jake almost gets sacked.
He barely escaped that.
Yes, he did. But oh my goodness, Adrian Peterson, what a season he's had despite missing about half of the year.
Yeah, it's been really good though.
And Jake looking to sling one again. He throws an interception. It's intercepted by Carlton Young. Now the 49ers with some momentum. They will, miss the field goal. So now momentum is back to the Redskins. And it's a sack.
The line has been bad.
Yes, the weakness for the Redskins has been the line and injuries, as we always say, but it's weird to even see weaknesses for this team that has been, in the last 5 seasons, to 4 Retro Bowls and have won 3 of them, 2 straight, and then we'll punt.
Low scoring quarter here.
And now looking for it. Pie Bryce was too slow. In the red zone. Doggone Rattleton misses a tackle. It's 7-0 49ers with 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're looking pretty good against the Redskins, who have been hot of late.
They really have.
They were wearing their alternate uniforms for a while, too, as I remember.
They were. It was like 4 straight weeks.
First quarter's over as they trail by a touchdown. Jake, our guy, looking to throw. He's got Preston McKnight. 10-yard gain. It might be in inches, though. No, they got it. Line judge gives it to him. 2-yard gain from Alvin Kamara.
I like what I've seen with Alvin. Love him. Saw his growth this year. It's been great.
Really has.
No looking!
Hey, McGovern, bless you there.
Yeah, I sneezed. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you're gonna get fired, buddy.
Hope not.
Nah, we're just kidding. Oh, what a bullet pass there from Jake. 13 yards. And now, oh, what a move there. Alvin Kamara. Jeez. He has set records for the Redskins franchise, who, again, they've never really had an elite running back ever. He has changed that. Now, Adrian Peterson. Oh, bit of a pause there, trying to make a man miss. He fails, but it's a good catch. And it lost a 2. The line collapses on Alvin. Now, Jake, handoff. Alvin Kamara going to get it. 4-yard touchdown run. The workhorse back. And a pretty low scoring second quarter, and first half here. It's 7-7 at half. And the 49ers punt. Redskins with a chance to get their first lead on the season. Let's see what they do with their second half opening drive. Adrian Peterson making a man miss. 18-yard catch with the first down and more.
I've loved what I've seen from him, and he is starting to get older. He's nearing 30, but I'm not seeing any signs of slowing down.
No, he's a lock for the Hall of Fame. I mean, what's not to like? No gain there from Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, sure, they have to work with their training faculty, especially considering the injuries, but the lineman, you got to work on that.
And Logan Tunsil has been really weak this season despite his high star rating.
Yeah.
Now, Jake wanted to run, but now he will sling one. Oh, as he gets hit. Oh, what a catch from
Preston McKnight. Wow, he was getting hit. Preston McKnight was trying to throw blocks.
I'm surprised there was no pass interference there, though.
Nevertheless, it's a great catch.
7-yard run from Alvin Kamara. Kamara's back at it. No gain. Not his best 8 yards per carry, but he's had a touchdown. And, just short of a second touchdown. Most likely to close off this quarter, Jake gonna run one in himself. I believe that's his first rushing touchdown on the season. If not, then it's one of his first.
Yeah, he's always been elite with running in yards. He usually scores a lot of rushing touchdowns. Not this year.
He has missed 3 games.
Yeah, give or take 4.
Because he missed half a game as well. Now Jake gonna sling one deep. Adrian Peterson. This one is starting to get out of hand for the 49ers as the Redskins' momentum just is too much. Extra point through. They were up 7-0, the 49ers, and I bet the Redskins were saying now the fun begins. But San Francisco trying to stay in it with the onside kick. They will not recover. And it's looking like the Redskins are heading back to a conference title game. Another run, Alvin Kamara, just 3 yards, but clock's winding down. And this one is over. The Redskins move on 21-14 with a really dominant third and fourth quarter there, and they're moving on back to the Final Four where they will take on the Minnesota Vikings. What a game there.
Yep.
The Vikings looking for a chance to get their first ever Retro Bowl, and the Redskins still out looking for a three-peat. Redskins with alternate uniforms, me, Chris Bolles, McGovern, Tavern.
What's up?
Final Four. Let's see what happens here. Vikings are at home, as you can see, in a dome. Good rhyme there from me.
Yep.
And it's a great return to begin from Pie Bryce. So yeah, this Redskins team, very injured, second most injured team all season. They've gotten healthy at the right time. The problem is the line, as you can see there.
Yeah, and I just realized that you rhymed again. What's up with that?
I don't know. I'm feeling it today. I'm excited for this game, and you know it's going to be elite. This Redskins team is capable of beating anybody, but the Vikings have lost 1 game all season. They won 15 games, and they tied once.
First time a team ever won 15-1-1.
Yeah, there's some of your NFL theory right there.
Yeah.
Now it's 2nd and 8. Oh, making men miss. Alvin Kamara. This is a really fast-paced defensive unit, though, from the Vikings. And Jake will get the first down. Takes a pretty big hit, though. And with guys coming after him. Oh, great jukes. Alvin Kamara, 11 yards. Now Jake gonna sling one, and it will be caught. Adrian Peterson, 9 yards. Jake looking. He has got Preston McKnight, 16-yard touchdown. And on the opening drive, the Redskins looking here for an upset and a trip back to Retro Bowl, which would be their 5th in 6 years. Chance to win their 4th in 6 years then.
Yeah.
And a 25-yard field goal is scored on a pretty good drive from the Vikings. Redskins looking for a 2-position lead now. Pie Bryce doing some moves and deciding to not take it out. Probably a good choice. Alvin Kamara gain of 1. Now, Jake wanted to run, but the line collapsed on him.
He should have thrown that ball away. Should have thrown it away.
Yeah, McGovern actually, I've never played professional football before, but obviously McGovern, yes, he played for 3 years.
Yep.
And, there's a touchdown and a missed extra point. See, they were driving on really quickly there. I mean, did they kick the extra point quick or something? Because it looks like he was not ready.
It did not, did it?
Now, Jake gonna sling one. No, he is sacked. With the timeout, 17 seconds to go here of the first half. And they want to get a long field goal from Jasper, and it looks like they're going to have to go with an out route here. 9 seconds to go. Adrian Peterson is deep in stride. It is caught, and he's out of bounds. They have a chance to get a field goal here. Long range, Jasper McKeans, the all-pro kicker. He's got it. It's easily through, and the Redskins looking to upset some people, up 10-9 at half. But a great drive. The Vikings going to regain that lead. They go for two and score. We have a good one set up here in the NFC Conference Championship game. Winner goes to the Retro Bowl.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The wrong returner takes it, and it actually does pretty good.
I thought he was going to fumble that thing. I really did.
Alvin Kamara going to take this thing back 1 yard. It's crazy to think. One of these teams just is looking for the three, but the other one should be going all the way.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think about the Redskins, the league's newest franchise. They're like in their 10th season. They have a chance to get the second ever three-peat. The Chiefs did it from 2022 to 2024 seasons.
Yeah.
5-yard gain, Alvin Kamara. 20 seconds to go of the third quarter. Jake gets hit. Bad drop from Alvin Kamara. And non-aim his best career season. He is just shy. Jake gonna have to take this thing. Oh, did Alvin Kamara get it? Yes, he did. He got it. He picks it up. Now Jake gonna sling one. Yes, he's got Adrian Peterson. 10-yard gain to end off the third quarter. Locked into a tight one. The first seed taking on the league's dark horse. And it's a 1-yard catch from your guy, Adrian Peterson, who probably would be MVP if he didn't miss so much games. Oh my goodness. Jake under pressure as usual, and he just has to get one away, and it is intercepted. Vikings gonna punt. Great play there. And now, Adrian Peterson, what a catch. The defense did their work. Can Jake now not throw an interception? He's under pressure again. Good Minnesota blitz.
What a catch.
Almost breaking 5 tackles there, as it seems. McKnight had a great catch there, and now Adrian Peterson thrown out. He has a nice catch, 12 yards. Now I'll be caught, Adrian Peterson. Now Jake looking to sling one, and it is incomplete. 40 seconds to go now. They're kind of driving the clock out.
And it is a sack.
Sacked again. Jake was sacked the third most times in the league this year and pressured the third most times. 4th and 12. Here we go. This is for it. And they will get it. The three-peat is still alive. What a catch from Adrian Peterson. Chris Bolles, incredible play call. Everybody performed there. And the rushing touchdown leader, Alvin Kamara, has it. And Chris Bolles, this is his time to shine as the head coach. 2-point conversion. Jake, under pressure. Oh, he doesn't get it. He gets hit and throws it away. Onside kick. They could have just gone for the extra point. Jasper McKeans. Oh, the Redskins recovered the ball.
Oh my goodness, they recovered the ball.
This is for the Retro Bowl. This is for the second ever three-peat. Jake, he's got Adrian Peterson. They have a chance to do this. The all-pro kicker. One of the greatest kickers to ever do it. The most clutch kicker to ever do it.
What if you jinx him?
He's missed. You jinxed him. And the Vikings move on to the Retro Bowl. Chance of the three-peat is not there for the Redskins. Minnesota are the NFC champions.
I really jinxed them there.
That's the season, man. And this year's Retro Bowl season is over. The Minnesota Vikings, who defeated the Redskins there in one of the most heartbreaking games ever, they win the Retro Bowl 18-13 versus the New York Jets. And great season, and the Vikings get their first ever Retro Bowl and will be known as one of the greatest teams to ever do it. But let's take a look at this Redskins season. Sure, they didn't get the three-peat, and they only finished a pretty disappointing 11-6. But through all the injuries, that's a pretty good record. And they lost all their games by under one possession every single time. By 3, by 3, by 2, by 7, by 6, by 4. And they lost the conference title game by 1. This team was just a couple bounces away from going undefeated despite all the injuries. That's just another elite mark of Chris Bolles' coaching. There's nothing to be ashamed of, despite not getting the three-peat. What another year for the Redskins. Preston McKnight's elite efforts got him the Offensive Player of the Year, and despite so many injuries, Adrian Peterson got himself his first career MVP.
McGovern Tavern presents Redskins franchise.